Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the Oakland Coliseum. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball coming up next. Brett Anderson, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. This one's down to third. Profile for one, on to first to complete the double play. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
And well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. This guy won the NL Silver Slugger at second base. Second base has become an offensive position now, and for him to win this Silver Slugger just tells you how good of a hitter he is.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And a ball, 1-0. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Yu Darvish gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Of course the crowd is going to get on him a little bit here, but I find it hard to believe there was any intention there. Bottom of the first, you never want to dig yourself a hole on the mound just to send a message.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one. Grossman gets his lead at first. Nobody out. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a slider. Got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
Striding in for Oakland, Stephen Piscotty. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Runner at first here, one man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A 2-run job by Stephen Piscotty, and Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
Here's Chris Davis now. And he takes ball 1. Still only one out in the inning. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the switch hitting power bat of Kendrys Morales. Darvish pauses. First pitch on the way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two out, nobody on. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now here's the pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Oh, and it's off the foul pole in right for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right, and the A's lead it now 3-0.
Well, some might consider this a cheap home run because he didn't exactly crush it, but he got enough of it to doink it off the foul pole, and that's all it takes. And guess what? It looks like a bomb in the box score tomorrow.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Jurickson.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. 3 runs already home here. The 1-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move to the second inning here in Oakland. The A's lead this one 3-0. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. They'll get us started in the top of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Mm, 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
I feel like when you're facing a 2-pitch mix like this, sink or changeup, as an offense, the game plan has to be the fact that you have to get something elevated. You know he's not going to beat you with velocity, so it's going to come down to who executes better.
The 2-1 home. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at multi-dimensional Jurickson profile. This guy at one point was the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Hasn't come to fruition the way we would have liked, but he is constantly grinding, the ability to play multiple positions and hit from both sides of the plate.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 1 to Schwarber. This one skied out toward right. Piscotty's there for it. 2 down.
Batting 5th, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Settling in now, Wilson Contreras. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Line to the right side. Piscotty is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Striding in, Marcus Semien. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively.
Batting eighth.
And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the right-handed hitting catcher Nick Hundley. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The next 3-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Number 22.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and digging in now, Ramon Laureano. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the East Bay right after this. Here's Jason Hayward now. 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Hayward.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, and he'll dive back in. Into the box, David Bodie, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. On the ground to second base. This could be two. One there. On to first, and it's another double play. Already two of them here in the first 3 innings so far.
That's a great example there of why the sinker is such an effective pitch. The hitter's eyes see it higher in the zone than it ends up, and that makes it real tough to square up.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Grounder down the line at third, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2. Ben Zobrist would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line towards center field. Laureano is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs are down quietly, still down 3-0. Here's Robbie Grossman. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
From the stretch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Now the pitch. Good cut fastball that time, and he's in control now. 0-2. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this one ran in and got him, and that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
Man, that is the Cardinals' sin for any pitcher, and you never expect a guy of this caliber to make that mistake. Have the hitter down 0-2 and let him off the hook by plunking him. He'll be talking to himself about that one.
So stepping in, Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch of the at-bat, and a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
Oh, and look out now. Back-to-back batters hit by the pitch, and guys don't take kindly to that.
Hitting guys back-to-back? Umpires don't have much patience for that kind of thing, whether it's intentional or not, and neither does the team that's getting plunked.
Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And I'm not sure how comfortable he may be up there, seeing as though the first two men were hit by a pitch this inning. Comes set, and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Grossman at second, Chapman at first with no outs. Jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Chris Davis. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. First and second now, 1 man out. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Kendrys Morales will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
The first baseman, number 12.
Next up for the A's, Kendrys Morales. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
1-0 the count. Darvish pauses. Here it is on 1-0. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. Outside, 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
The 3-1, and that's outside. He lost him ball 4.
when a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jurickson Profar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
0-1 the count. And he misses with it. 1-1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. High fly ball out to deep right field. Looking up is Contreras. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as this lead swells to 7-0.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Tyler Chatwood is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Tyler Chatwood.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball two. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Four runs here in this half inning. And, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike two now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But not before the A's strike for 4 runs, with the big blow being this grand slam. We're through 3 here in the East Bay. It's now 7-0. Here's Ben Zobrist now. A base hit in his first trip.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Ryan.
So one away here in the Chicago fourth. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Hard hit to first. Morales comes up with it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping up to the plate, Nick Hundley, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Lays off 1-0. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. One ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
22.
At the plate, Ramon Laureano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Seared down the first baseline. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they will not get it out on the play as he beats the throw to first, and there are 2 on to start the inning now.
Left fielder, Robbie Grossman.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Robbie Grossman. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and it's fouled away. Hundley over at second. Laureano on at first with nobody out. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box now, Matt Chapman, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. 7 runs on only 4 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Chapman swings, and this one's hit very well out to left. Schwarber looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as this lead got even wider. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike. It's 1-2. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
This was a tough one to swallow. You could see he was in a heap of trouble right from the beginning, in and out of jams the first couple innings, and not able to get out of the 3rd inning. Certainly not one of his better performances.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field as they just continue to pour it on here. Here's Kendrys Morales. A ball and no strikes. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Now here's the pitch. A 2-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Full count now for Morales.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We played 4 full. The A's lead this one 11-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The shortstop, Javier Baez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Two and two now to Baez. Takes this the other way to right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Schwarber. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Hey, looks like they might have something brewing right here. That's back-to-back base runners after a few runs were scored in the inning before, too.
Yeah, Dan, I have to imagine your team throws up a crooked number. You want to go out there and throw a donut up, but they are putting some guys on base. This could get interesting.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
The 1-0. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Grossman sprinting after it. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Stepping in now, Jason Hayward. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Popped him up. Chapman in foul ground. 1 down.
Great scoring opportunity missed right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Next will be the designated hitter, David Bodie. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Schwarber, the runner at third. Contreras is over at second with 1 down in the inning. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Albert Almora, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. There is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Home half of the 5th coming up. Oakland is on top in this one, 11-1. Now in the box, Jurickson Profar. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Pitch on the way. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
0-1 pitch on its way. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Swing and a line drive. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Digging in, Marcus Semien. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on its way. This one's down to third. Bryant is up with it. Zobrist on to Rizzo at first, and they get them both.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher, Nick Hundley.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Nick Hundley. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first, and Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 5 innings complete. The A's lead this one 11-1. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ben Zobrist. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's in there for strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. The 1-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He was a ground out victim last time up.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. To short, hit hard. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Comes set with the 0-1, and he popped him up, and that's in there. Base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 on its way. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Cubs strand one. They trail by double digits, 11-1. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano.
The Athletic. The center fielder, number 22.
First delivery to him on the way. Drilled down the line. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throw won't get him.
Obvious pitch recognition right there.
Now
0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
In now, Robbie Grossman, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He went down on strikes last time up. The 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And they can't run it down. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Another 2-2 offering. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Matt Chapman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-0 on the way. Popped him up. Bryant has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
So striding in, Stephen Piscotty. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, 0-1. throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. Laureano is off at first with 2 away. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1 left for Oakland, but they're on autopilot, 11-1. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro
Number
Petit.
36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Standing in, Kyle Schwarber.
It doesn't look very promising so far this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
The 0-1 delivery. Fastball laid off well below the knees. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Shot toward right center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Standing in now, Jason Hayward. A ball and no strikes. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The set and the 1-0 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, designated hitter, David Bodie.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, David Bodie. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Grossman has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Cubs. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Mike Montgomery comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Montgomery.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Chris Davis. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. So 1-1 is a sinker in the dirt.
2-1.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box, Kendrys Morales. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Line to the right side.
But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. Line drive to center field, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Now batting, second baseman, Jurickson.
At the plate, Jurickson Profar. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. A pause, and the 0-2 misses for ball 1. The 1-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Zobrist On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Nothing doing there for the A's, but they're on autopilot, 11-1. Ready once again, Albert Almora. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Almora.
Here comes the first pitch. Taken, but called a strike. 0-1, here it comes. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ben Zobrist. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to third. Chapman has it cleanly. On to first, and he's breezing through the eighth here with 2 quick outs.
Now batting.
Certainly not the most competitive game the three of us have ever witnessed. 11-1 our score as we head to the finish line finally in this one. Striding in once again, Chris Bryant. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The 1-0 delivery. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
2 out, nobody on. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Striding into the box, Marcus Semien. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. He's gone 2 for 5. He's taken him deep once. First delivery to him on the way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Fouled off.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Fouled away. And here's a ball hit in the air, and no one will track it down. He'll try again, 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Full count now, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box now, Nick Hundley. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, number 22.
Stepping in now, Ramon Laureano. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 home is at the knees and inside, but called a strike. The 1-1 misses for the second ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Robbie Grossman. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. He's 0 for 4. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. Just keeping him close. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Laureano, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. So a full count now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in once again, Matt Chapman. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Schwarber has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Stepping into the box, Anthony Rizzo starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he'll try to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
3-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. Laureano will back up and put this away for a long out number 1. So coming to the plate, Javier Baez. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Cubs are down to their final out now, and next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Here's the first pitch to him. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-1 home. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. And now a crowd right around 25,000 strong comes to their feet. 2-2 now with 2 out here in the 9th.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Cubs are down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
11-1 at the end of this one. Oakland jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Brett Anderson gets the W on the mound. Yu Darvish allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 11 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Brett Anderson. The loss goes to Yu Darvish. Time of the ball game,